Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to solve one inverse Z transform problem. Okay. So already we solved three problems. Okay. Three inverse Z transform problems. This is the fourth inverse Z transform problem. And in this thing, so what is the question means? Find the inverse Z transform of the following. X of Z is equal to 1 plus Z inverse by 1 minus 2 by 3 Z inverse to the whole squared. Under the ROCS, modulus of Z greater than 2 by 3. Okay. So this question is a December 2013 question. Okay. So first one, so the given X of Z is consisting of inverse Z power. So the first step is to, we have to convert this negative Z power into positive Z by multiplying the Z squared. Okay, so both numerator and denominator you just multiply with Z squared. So if we are multiplying the numerator with Z squared means, so we may get Z squared plus Z squared into Z inverse, it is Z. Okay, divided by, if you are multiplying this with Z squared means, you see Z squared. Okay, so if you are giving Z squared to the into the power means you may give Z. Okay, so if you are giving Z minus the 2 by 3 the whole squared, or you may expand this 1 minus 2 by 3 Z inverse the whole squared using A minus B squared formula. After that you multiply each term with Z squared, then using A minus B the whole squared formula you can write now, we will get the answer. Okay, so in this thing, what is the next step? We have to keep one Z in the left side. So from the numerator, you see, we have to take Z as a common. So if you are taking Z as a common, we can write Z into Z plus 1. Okay, so 1 Z, that Z, we have to give it to this left side. So X of Z by Z can be written as Z plus 1 divided by Z minus 2 by 3 the whole squared. Okay, and you see, so here in the denominator polynomial, it's a, there are two roots. Okay, what is the root? 2 by 3. But the two roots are 2 times repeated root. The two roots are placed in the same position, repeated root. So this problem also the repeated root problem. Okay, so already in the third problem, okay, in the previous video, the third inverse Z transform problem, we solved repeated roots problem only. So this is also a repeated problem. Okay, and after that, in partial fraction expansion, the X of Z by Z, it can be written as A by this repeated root, we have to write one time. Okay, Z minus 2 by 3 plus B divided by Z minus 2 by 3 the whole square. 2 times we have to write. Okay, so consider this is equation number 1. Okay, so in this, you know, this B is calculated in a as usual method. Okay, B is calculated by, so what is the value under B? Z minus 2 by 3 the whole square into this left-handed function X of Z by Z at Z is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, so if you are substituting the X of Z by Z, that is Z plus 1 divided by Z minus 2 by 3 the whole square means the Z minus 2 by 3 the whole square, Z minus 2 by 3 the whole square cancelled. So we will get only Z plus 1. Okay, so in the Z plus 1, if we are putting Z is equal to 2 by 3 means we will get the answer as a 1.667. Okay, this is the B. And A, okay, so you know A is written as 1 time the root we may write. So the A is calculated as that 1 time differentiation, the D by D is that of this B value. Okay, so you see, you already you know, so the D by D is that of Z minus 2 by 3 the whole squared into this left sided function X of Z by Z at Z is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, so in that the Z minus 2 by 3 the whole squared, Z minus 2 by 3 the whole squared cancelled. So D by D is that of Z plus 1. Okay, so you differentiate this with respect to Z. So the first term, if you are differentiating Z with respect to Z means we will get the answer as 1. Then if you are differentiating the constant 1 with respect to Z means it's a 0. So 1 plus 0. So the answer is 1 only. So the A is 1 and B is calculated as 1.667. Okay, so we calculated the two partial fraction coefficients. And what is the next step? We have to substitute the value of A and B in equation number 1. Okay, in this equation number 1, that is X of Z by Z, we have to substitute. So the x of z by z can be written as 1 by z minus 2 by 3 plus the b value as 1.667 divided by z minus 2 by 3 the whole squared. Okay, what is the next step? This is z. Okay, this is z. You just multiply with this right-handed term. Okay, so the x of z is equal to z by z minus 2 by 3 plus the constant into z by z minus 2 by 3 the whole squared. Okay, so after that we have to take inverse z transform. So here you see the given condition is that modulus of z greater than 2 by 3. So we may use that is the ROC is greater than some part. That is ROC is exterior part of circle having radius 2 by 3 means the signal, the corresponding signal, it should be a causal signal. Okay, so we may use, in order to calculate the inverse the transform, we may use the formula a power n u of n problem. Okay, you see a power n, according to this statement, a power n u of n is having the z transform is that z by z minus a with ROC is greater than a. So according to this standard z transform pair, so what is the inverse z transform of z by z minus 2 by 3? It's a 2 by 3 to the power n u of n plus 1.667 into, so which signal is having the z transform z by z minus a to the whole square. So already I told you know n into a power n u of n. Okay, so n into a, what is the value of a? 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 to the power n u of n. Okay, so this is our desired answer. So this is the corresponding time domain signal for the given capital X of Z. Okay, so these are all the important inverse Z transform problems. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel for more videos and keep watching. So in the signals and system playlist, so from first unit to fourth unit, I solved maximum problems, maximum Anna University problems I solved. So you just see, and please share this video to your friends also. Thank you.